So, Eric, have you ever been to a football game where there was a lightning proximity or a weather delay or anything?
Yeah, I've been to a couple of them. It's different,
It's different now. Okay, so
but
when
there was actual rain.
actual rain. So, but when they've called the game or postponed the game or delayed it, what did you do? Did you stay in your seats, or did
Well,
you go underneath for protection, or what happened?
I was fortunate enough to have a membership to the university club.
Uh-huh. So this was an FSU game
Yeah,
that you were talking about here. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
So, yeah, I think I've been to one. I think I was at a FAMU game one time that got delayed for weather, and then I was at a Dolphin game. This was back in 1993, 92, back when the Dolphins were good. Back when the Dolphins were good.
That's when they had
And
that guy named Dan.
they had a guy named with the arm, with the magic arm. But there was a game that was Joe Robbie Stadium at the time.
Yeah.
There was a game. It was raining so hard. Our seats were in the corner end zone upper deck, and there were holes in the upper deck there where where water could flow down, because otherwise it would just be filling up.
Right.
And you could see below you at various places all around that stadium. The people down below it was like
They
a
were getting
waterfall. It was a heavy waterfall. Kind of funny. Glad that I was actually upstairs when that was happening. But yeah, it was time. It's fun to talk about old time sports, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It is. And sometimes it's fun to talk about sports now.
Especially when you have a good team.
When you have a good team here in Tallahassee to talk about. It's a new episode of Tally Benchwarmers.
Yes.
Episode 3 of Benchwarmers 2.0.
Yes.
Yeah.
Season 2.
Season 2. Yeah. Well, I try to be kind of as high-tech sounding as possible.
2.0.
2.0. Who knows?
2.0.
Yeah, 2.0. 2.0.
Yes.
Hey.
That's like Y2K.
Remember that?
Yes.
Oh my God. The television station I was working at in Miami back in Y2K world, we were prepared, but you took the entire last half of the year prior to the turn of the century to get prepared for that, and then it was nothing.
Right. I was in the Navy. We were on a ship, and we were over in the Persian Gulf.
So you had, Y2K was the least of your worries at that time.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. Well, I guess you wanted to make sure that
planes didn't drop.
And that the missiles didn't just decide to explode.
Yeah.
Talking about an explosion, though, wow, we had an explosion on the offensive side of the field, offensive side of the team.
Yes,
Saturday with FSU.
Kent State came into town.
Kent State. They
play in the MAC.
Yeah, and I think admittedly Kent State knew they were coming into Doak Campbell Stadium, and would have been probably a miracle for them to even make the game close. But an ultimate miracle, divine intervention if they had actually won. You got to give them credit, and they played hard for the whole game. They did. I don't think they put in their second string QB until probably midway through the fourth quarter.
Right.
It felt like.
Yeah.
So they were they were playing to win, and good for them. But this was a game that hopefully the Noles were using as a warm up. Well, a warm-up for this Friday against Virginia, but also a warm-up against those dreaded Cryamians. Yeah,
the
hurricanes.
The Cryamian gales.
What we get instead of the hurricanes, we could just call them the tropical storms or the tropical waves.
Depression.
Maybe. The tropical depressions. The Miami tropical. Okay, but let's talk about Saturday's game.
Absolutely.
Wow. A record on total yards gained, right?
Yeah, 775, close.
Close is not it's not a program record?
No, we close.
Okay.
Clemson game was just maybe 14 yards more.
Oh, see, I thought that I was reading where
Now, we did have a record in rushing yards.
Rushing yards was
Yes.
almost 500 yards.
498 rushing yards.
Man, couldn't get those last two. Dang it.
Hey, it's still a school record.
Sawchuk is a beast.
He's a monster.
He is, and he's got speed too, but he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah.
But 775 total yards.
Yeah.
31 first downs.
Wow.
22 rushing.
Yeah. Wow.
School record.
So that's the school record is
Yes.
22 rushing first downs?
Yes.
How about the 31 first downs? Is that a school record
No.
too? No. Okay.
No. We had 37 first downs. 37 first downs.
37. Oh, you misread you got this little card there.
Yeah, I got this little
sometimes
card.
a 1 can look like a 7
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
We were 9 of 10 on third.
Yeah.
0 for 1 on fourth.
Uh-huh.
But, hey, 9 of 10 on third, that means you kept the ball going. And at one point in the first quarter, we exploded for 45 in the first half.
Yeah. It was, and of course we'll talk about how they get to the first half. But you
Yeah.
know what? I forgot something. Usually when we start talking about our Knowles, we hear something like this.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
The war chant.
That's a beautiful sound.
It makes your heart just feel so good.
We love it.
Yeah.
Other teams hate it.
We heard it a lot on Saturday.
Yes.
Not quite as much as you did maybe a little bit ago at the East Texas A&M game.
Yeah.
Which was a 77-point game, but
Yeah.
still. Yeah. So the game. Let's go back. We scored on a lot of our drives. How many times did we punt? Did we punt once?
I think twice.
Oh, are you sure we punted?
No, we punted once.
Are we sure?
And we had an interception. No, it was a fumble. We had a fumble. Nope,
Okay.
we had an interception because Castellano threw his first interception.
Yeah, I saw that.
His first interception.
Yeah. So the only thing that kind of marred that 35-point first quarter, right?
Yeah.
35 points in a quarter. That's a program record,
yes,
right?
Yes, it is.
The only thing that marred that was that almost that fluke. I think it was like a 75 or longer yard pass.
It was a setup. They set us up.
They set us up, and the guy got behind everybody.
Yeah,
and it was a good pass.
It was pretty.
It was a good pass.
It was pretty.
and so everybody's like, dang man, to let him score in the first quarter, that hurt. But I think the guys came back.
Yes, they did
with a vengeance after that.
They did their thing.
Yeah,
they did their thing, and I liked them. They looked good. They looked focused.
Yeah.
They came to play. Everybody was in good spirits, so I liked it.
Listen, Castellanos went down. He kind of hopped off the field there in the second quarter.
His leg got rolled up.
He got rolled up on. Everybody's probably like, "Oh man, can you believe that?"
That's that bugaboo. Everybody's breath was like,
"Oh yeah." But then when he ran back on the field,
right,
within like 5 minutes, well, maybe as long as that, ran back on the field is great. But he wasn't going to go back in the game after that. No way.
The rain, thunder delay gave us an early halftime.
It was a lightning proximity delay.
Yes.
Let's get it right. Let's call
I'm
it
not
what
a
officially was.
I'm not a meteorologist.
Well,
I'm just an
I'm not
FSU
either.
fan.
But I play one on television. But they did. They announced seemingly after all the big storm clouds had even left the area of the stadium, but they announced that and cleared the field. I think it was about a 42-minute delay, and in the midst of all that, the officials decided, hey, let's just use that as the halftime.
Yeah, by NCAA regulations that whenever they call a game for weather, it's 30 minutes, especially when lightning.
It has to be at least 30 minutes, and then they come back out and warm up.
They get 12 minutes to warm up, and then that's why you got your 42 minutes. So that's why the 42
minutes. Man, somebody, one of us, not me, really does their homework before these podcasts, man.
Just a little bit.
I'm impressed. So the delay, and it was like 2:19, 2:13 on the clock.
Yeah.
When for the second quarter, so they came out, played the rest of the second quarter.
Yeah.
And then turned right around after a 2-minute timeout and played the third quarter. But that final 2 minutes or so of that second quarter, I think we scored another 10 points, and then there was that really scary injury to the Kent State defender.
Yes, it was. And watching that on the television, he was going for a tackle.
He was.
He got hit not only by our player but his own player, and I think that's what caused most of the injury to him, and it caused them to run into the running back.
Then he ended up kind of coming down on his head or neck, right, kind of awkwardly. Scary time. They probably, I don't know, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes of making sure they got him stabilized. They brought the card out. They took his
mask off.
They pulled the helmet off, I think,
his shoulder pads and everything.
Yeah, and then wheeled him off. He wasn't necessarily moving. He was conscious. You could see as he was rolling off, and then
he was blinking his eyes and everything like that. And they took him to TMH.
And then he got movement in his extremities, in his hands and feet. So I mean that's great news.
That's the important part of it.
Absolutely. So I mean that was a scary time, I think, for both teams. I know when they carted him off, his team, the Kent State players, were over there to wish him well.
A lot of the FSU players
were there. Yeah. So that's part of the game.
That's sportsmanship. Just even though it's a combat sport,
everybody plays at least with the knowledge that they could get hurt.
It could be their last play.
Yeah, so. But you've got to play without fear of that.
Yeah.
Or you're not going to play at your.
You'll definitely get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. So, but injuries are a part of the game, and we're glad that injury, as far as we know, and everything as a result of then going to TMH, that he's okay.
Yeah.
And
they allowed him to go back home with the team. So.
Yeah. And the rolling up on the leg for Castellanos. I mean, in the post game press conference, he was asked, and he's like, just got it rolled up on. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. So, when he ran back out on the field,
he ran out for real.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was good to see him run back out.
And that to that point, every player that you hear talking about Tommy, it's like, he is such a great leader of the team, and whether they're an offensive player or the defenders talking about just as proudly, as their leader.
When you have a good, high potent offense, it makes sure that the defense doesn't have to work that hard.
That's right. The best sometimes the best defense is a great offense, and vice versa. Sometimes the best offense can be a great defense too. It can just help the offense. But
I'm glad we haven't had to rely on our defense.
That's right. Not so much. Not yet. Now
we didn't even have to rely on it against Alabama.
We didn't. But I want to point out to you that the Virginia Cavaliers, who we are playing this Friday night, 7:00 in Charlottesville.
I don't like Friday night games.
Well, you know what? James Williams, one of the defensive end or defensive, he was talking about it. He said, Friday night games. I mean, most of us are just a couple of years removed from high school ball, and we played Friday nights, Thursday night games all the time.
Yeah.
So he was kind of not making that such a big deal. But my concern is that the Cavaliers.
They found an offense.
They've got an offense. I mean, I know against NC State they put up over 500 yards. Yes. I'm not sure about in some of their other games, but we need to be ready to play defense.
They run an offense similar to Kent State.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so they do a lot of misdirections. That one big play, we might see some plays like that on defense. We got to be disciplined.
Yeah.
We got to be disciplined, so. We're going to see. It's going to be a good game.
I'm sure that's what they're going to preach to them, at least for the backs, the defensive backs. And, do you think that there's been any, distraction to the team with Coach White's name being thrown around as a possible head coach at UCLA? I mean, you hear the rumors and all this, but I just don't know if the team is affected by it at all, or if the coaching staff is allowing the team.
I think Coach Norvell has actually did a good approach this year, where he basically filtered out all the noise from the outside.
That's great.
So I don't think it's affecting them like it would have. Like last year would have been something. But this year he's
forget about last year. Last year was an anomaly. Yeah, it seems like
this year he's got everybody focused. Everybody's bought in, and I like the fact that you don't even hear the the coaches don't even talk about possibilities of it. And like, we're here in the moment right now. Let's do this.
Yeah, and so we've got to not look past Virginia because we're looking at Miami.
Well, that's always circled. But as soon as you find out the game, you circle that date. And what I do like, we didn't mention it, Hall of Fame induction.
Oh, man, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. 7 former Noles into the FSU Athletics Hall of Fame.
2 big ones.
Yeah, well, I'll know one of them.
I know the other one.
Yeah. You say one, I'll say, well, you let me say the one that I definitely know,
Okay.
Jameis.
Hey, Jameis was definitely.
Yeah.
And who was the guy he was throwing to?
Oh, man. Dang it. The name is escaping me, Eric.
Rashad.
Yeah.
Green.
Rashad Green, that's right, man. So, and let me tell you, before the game, I don't think folks, Jameis was not at the Friday evening, I guess, ceremony or dinner or whatever. So I think a lot of folks weren't sure that Jameis was going to show up for the game.
Yeah.
But, man, he was there and he was having fun.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He is, since we've, found out about Jameis being here at FSU, he's always been a ray of sunshine. No matter what. Yeah. He's always been a ray of sunshine.
Man, you see him in interviews in the pros. He's just a happy-go-lucky guy. He's just got a great attitude about life.
We've been blessed to have Jameis because he has Jameisisms.
Jameisisms. Yeah, it's almost like oh God.
It's like it's like having Jameis is our version of the Florida man.
There you go, the Florida man. Okay. So, but glad it was there. It was a nice during one of the first quarter breaks. They brought them all out, and the crowd really enjoyed and gave them great applause. All of them.
What I like you said, I don't think a lot of people expected him to be there since the Giants had to play. Yeah. So him being a quarterback for the Giants, he put some miles on.
I'm saying just to do that is something else. So.
But that lets you know that he holds Florida State in high regard. So, I'm glad.
Now we'll talk about the Miami game a lot more next week. But I just want to point out that, and I hope that for that game on Saturday the 11th, right?
Yes.
We'll have a lot of former Noles there because it's been all season long for the Hurricanes. They've been a lot of former Hurricanes on the sidelines.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to be there. They're going to be. One thing I can say. May not like Miami that much. Yeah. But when it comes to them coming here to Tallahassee, they show up big time. Not just their fans in the stands, but their alumni are all up and down the sidelines.
Yeah. No, and Michael Irvin is like the biggest cheerleader of all.
Him, Warren Sapp.
Yeah, Sapp too. Yeah.
So it's going to be star-studded.
And I didn't realize that the Hurricanes got Jason Taylor as a defensive coach.
Yes.
I love Jason Taylor, man. He was a baller.
Yeah. I mean, I don't take it, like I said, I may not like the team, but I respect the talent. And the rivalry is great for college football.
Yeah. So we'll talk more about that. But there was a big game down at the Doak South.
Yes.
On Saturday night with and we talked about this last week. The Gators and the Hurricanes,
the tropical depressions.
The tropical depressions.
And it was raining.
And I saw players slipping.
Yes.
And I also saw the Hurricanes, although it didn't seem like that they had any concerns, that they needed to have any concerns about losing, but they just weren't putting the Gators away.
Well, it's one of those things, and I kind of talked about it last week, that Gator defense is actually really good. They don't give up a lot of points. It keeps them in the games, and that's, I think, one of the things that they always take a positive. The score doesn't look like it was a tight contest, but for 3 quarters and a half, that was a very close game.
Yeah.
It was a 6-point game until halfway through the fourth quarter.
Right.
So.
And we picked off Carson Beck, and I'm not sure if that was his first interception of the year also, but
I believe so.
I said the Gators did, but and that was at a point in the game that
Right.
he felt maybe a little momentum shifting. But yeah, the Gator offense just was no match for the defense.
It was sputtering.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and that's been their problem
Yeah.
all season long.
Yeah.
But, you know, hey,
It also could help if you can't put it all on DJ Lagway, because I saw a couple of balls to receivers that were definitely catchable.
that was the same thing that we
Yeah.
had with our DJ.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we put the balls in their hands and they were dropping them. So
Yeah, we're not dropping
It's a
as many
DJ
passes. Back, I mean, let me go back even to the Hurricanes. Did you see that long catch by Dancy, Mekhi Dancy?
Yes.
Oh man.
over the middle.
Yeah, over the middle, and his body was all kind of
He jumped
contorted.
between two defenders and took the ball from the
Yeah.
under guy.
Yeah.
He took the ball from the under guy, and that was impressive. You know, so hats off to Dancy. You know, let me talk. Since you brought up Dancy,
Please
I got
do,
some more
because
stats.
because I just kind of pivoted right away from our team.
Oh yes.
Sorry about that, man.
Oh no
I'm
problem.
sorry.
Our leading rusher
Yeah.
is that guy Dancy.
Yeah, that's right. Well, because he's touched the ball
5 times.
Yeah.
And has 178 yards
Yeah.
for a 34.6
Jeez.
yard
Yeah,
average.
I mean, he makes it around the corner, and
He gets
he's
that
gone.
corner. Well,
He
he's
hits
the ACC
Yeah.
record holder in the 400 meter.
Yeah, so he's putting on his backstretch
Yes.
speed.
Yeah, when
at
he
that
when he
point.
hits that
Yeah.
corner,
Yeah.
but what I like is we already have 5 rushers over 100 yards for the season.
Yeah,
You know, and that's Danzy. He's got 170, 173. Singleton, a running back, an
Yeah.
actual running back.
Yeah, yeah.
He has 168.
yeah,
Sawchuck,
yeah.
Mr. Hockey puck bowling
oh my
ball
God, yeah,
speedster.
yeah,
He has 160. Our quarterback,
yeah.
Tommy, has 139.
Tommy has been like the second leading rusher. It seems like in all 3 games. You're real close to it.
Yeah.
yeah,
And Kamara,
yeah.
yes.
So
he has 111.
So, do you have the number of rushing TDs for these? Because it seems like Sawchuck, every time he touches the ball when we're in close,
It's touchdown
he's-
Sawchuck.
Yeah. and speaking of touchdown, Tommy, did you see that it was I think it was his first score against Kent State, and he gets to the
To the corner.
No, he gets to the end zone line, and he jumps up in the air like he's
In between the two
yeah.
defenders, yeah. Because they probably expected him to dive.
Yeah, probably so. I did too. I was at the goal line, or I was in the end zone. I was kind of more kind of shooting it from the side. I was shooting pictures at the game, and I was following him, and then he jumps, and so for that what would have been a wonderful shot, I got him from the waist down.
That's the perfect shot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you see his legs?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the perfect
Yeah,
shot.
but
You know.
Tommy had 205 yards passing too.
Yes,
right?
he did.
Yeah,
You know, and what's beautiful
in a quarter and a half.
Yeah, what's beautiful is that, you know, last year our rushing attack was abysmal.
Yeah.
In 12 games, we had 1,079 rushing yards
Okay.
and 8 touchdowns.
Okay. How many? We rushed for 498
Right.
yesterday.
So far this year, we have 1,089, 17 touchdowns. Rushing.
Oh man, good Lord.
Rushing.
Yeah. You sure that 7's not supposed to be a 1? 17? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
you know.
I'm telling you,
and
one of us
that's
does
just in
their
3
homework.
games.
Yeah.
That's just in 3
3
games.
games, yeah. And one of them against what was number what was Alabama, 8 at the time, or
I believe, yeah, they were
maybe
number
6
8.
or 8.
They were
something like
number
that.
8,
Anyway,
yeah.
So we're going to be facing number 2 Miami in 2 weeks. So
Yes, Miami's number 2
Yeah.
in the AP,
Mhm.
number 6 in the coaches. We're number 8 in both.
yeah,
We dropped down 1 in the AP.
yeah,
Well, and
It's
just
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
Oklahoma did something good.
They
They
did.
played Auburn,
They-
and that was
yeah.
a really
that was
good
an exciting game, is what I hear. Yeah,
That was a
yeah,
really
and
really
also hear
good
that
game.
Auburn is claiming they got robbed because a pass interference call wasn't called.
They have every right to
Yeah,
be mad.
I saw one photo of it. Yeah,
Yeah, they have every right to
and
be
he was
mad.
definitely being tackled with the ball within 3 feet of
Yeah.
the receiver. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, you know, let's some wide receiver stats.
Okay.
We got to talk about Deuce.
Yeah. Deuce was kind of quiet on Saturday.
They highlighted
Yeah.
Danzy.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, Deuce, 5 receptions, 199 yards.
No, wait. Deuce?
Deuce.
Oh, for the season. For the season.
For the season. No. This is for the
yeah,
season.
Okay.
5 receptions, 199 yards, a 24.9 yard average.
And how many touchdowns does he have?
2.
2, okay. Yeah.
And the second receiver is that guy Mackay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well.
4 receptions, 126 yards, 31.3 yards average. Doesn't have any receiving touchdowns.
Yeah.
But he lights the scoreboard up with those legs.
How about Squirrel? Are we're kind of staying away from Squirrel, it seems like.
Yeah, he's
a little quiet, but
he's productive.
Yeah.
And he didn't play this week.
I knew he was. I didn't see him out on the field.
Yeah, he had a hand injury, so they kept him out. They
Yeah.
want to make sure that, none of these little dings and bruises carry over throughout the season. So they're doing a lot of good management. I noticed it after halftime. Our starting offensive lineman didn't go back out.
Yeah.
Precaution. Got to keep him healthy.
Yeah, well, we definitely got to be careful. And then, it's great. Well, all 4 QBs got in the game, too.
Yes.
And
everybody looked good.
Yeah, Sperry looked good.
Yeah.
Brock looked good.
Yeah, Brock looked good. And I can't remember the last guy. He's a redshirt freshman.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
I am surprised. The owner of all knowledge of FSU sports. That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll give you a break on this one.
He might get in again on Friday.
That would be wonderful if he did, but not because of injuries or anything, but because we're up by 43 points or something. Yeah. We did beat the spread on Saturday.
I think
spread
we
was
did.
44.5 was the spread when the game started. So, yeah. So not that the coaches were thinking about that, but when this is back in the 90s and 80s and even before when teams would run up scores
for the spread
because and just to make sure that when voting was happening and when in the AP when they were looking at that score differential sometimes too.
Yeah, you got to remember because back in the early 80s and early 80s and 90s, this is before ESPN was huge.
Mm-hmm.
So there wasn't, they only got the box scores from the newspapers. So if you had a lot of points and a lot of yards, you got a lot of votes.
And even when television became more prominent for coverage of games, as those West Coast teams
they played so late. Yeah.
The
Pac-12 teams always used to cry about that. Hey,
exactly.
We're not getting enough love.
Yeah. Well, I think that. Oh man! So game day is definitely coming here.
They already announced it.
They announced it Saturday morning. That Saturday, and let's just let's really hope that we don't overlook Virginia. We come in 4-0 against a 4-0 Miami team.
Yes.
Maybe if we beat Virginia convincingly, maybe we jump up 1 or 2. Who knows?
Still a top 10 matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be a top 10 matchup. It's not going to be a top 5. It'd be almost impossible unless you had 3 teams
some
ahead
carnage.
of us. Yeah, 3 teams ahead of us. Drop.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a great game.
We got one team to talk about that we didn't talk about.
Who are we going to talk about?
Those little kitty cats.
Oh, okay. You talk about them.
Clemson.
Yeah.
Lost to Syracuse.
They lost to Syracuse.
And it was a convincing loss.
Yeah. And
in Death Valley. That's their second loss in Death Valley this year.
And, I'm really sad to see it because the strength of schedule for us is looking weaker and weaker. That's why beating Miami convincingly even is going to be really critical here. Yeah. Because, on game day, these guys are talking of Georgia Tech like Georgia Tech could even win the ACC.
Well, Georgia Tech is looking really impressive.
Yeah. By the way, did you see in Miami, in Coral Gables, when they were talking about the FSU game, both McAfee and what's the guy who used to coach at Alabama? What's his name?
Saban. Yeah. The guy who couldn't save him.
Yeah, that's right. They both were doing the tomahawk chop.
Yes.
And that was that. They the crowd, the 14 people, that was not a very large crowd. It didn't seem like at game day.
Well, that's if it's not the big name teams, their fan base doesn't show up.
Yeah. So but yeah. So doing the tomahawk chop in Miami, I thought that was great.
That is Doak South.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I expect game day here a week from this coming Saturday.
It's going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be ridiculous.
You better get there early.
Oh, I have no idea where they're going to do game day. If they do it at the stadium, it's going to
be done at the stadium right there on Langford Green.
That's what I figured it would be. It is going to be absolutely outrageously crazy. Outrageously. But I also hope it's an evening game. I hope it's a night game because I don't want
night games. I believe it is a 7:30 game. I believe.
Yeah, I don't know if they've announced it yet, but I'm just thinking for myself. I'm going to be in the field. I don't want to. Gee, man, it gets so freaking hot out there.
Those 3:30 games.
Yeah.
That means the sun is already baked on the stadium for a while.
Yeah.
And you're running around.
Yeah. I'm an old man, Eric. But
really?
Yeah. I was joking with somebody here in the office, though. I said, and during the Kent State game towards the fourth quarter, our running back crew was getting so tired that the coaches were looking over at the photographers saying, "Hey, you want to go in the game?" Like, no, that really didnn't happen, but that would. Yeah. But it was that.
We played a lot of running backs.
We did.
We played a lot of position people, and I'm glad that everybody's getting that live action. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to go and be on a scout team, and go up against the number ones all the time and not really see action game day.
Right.
But when you get to go and actually put that against somebody else, the other team, that's it's highlights.
Game day intensity, no matter whether it's twos playing against twos or twos playing against threes or threes, whatever. It's still game. I mean, everybody's playing at their best. Yeah. So, if we missed any really high, there were so many highlights in the Saturday's game that I think we may have covered everything.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm telling you, my prediction here. There are all these quarterbacks that are, and by the way, I got that great Sawchuk. It looked like the Heisman post.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, and
that was a beautiful pick.
Sawchuk did that, but I'm telling you, if Castellanos has a great game against Virginia, and then if he lights them up,
when we have to speak positively.
Yes, when he had, and then when we have a victory and he lights it up both in the air and on the ground, he better get talked about over Carson Beck as a Heisman candidate.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he is showing some really
true leadership.
Yeah, because and just it's on the scoreboard and it's in your stats on rushing and passing. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. I know there's several other quarterbacks out there that are highly touted, but Castellanos is the whole package.
Hey,
that
Danzy kid.
Yeah.
That Danzy kid, he might be in the conversation, man.
Yeah, he's a mouse. He is, and he's a local Tallahassee kid.
Yes, he is.
I'm so proud of him.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was so proud of Keon Coleman 2 years ago, and of Jared Verse and of Jordan Travis.
Yes.
And this year's team has some players that I think all the fans are going to just want to just take under their wings.
Absolutely. Because
they've got the same kind of, even some of the defensive linemen that you don't really hear about or think about. And then of course you got Earl Little Jr.
He's everywhere.
He is. And it seems like he's always on the field, because even late in the game you see him out there. It's like, Coach, don't take me out. I want to play.
Yeah, he wants to play.
Yeah,
So, but he needs to sit down. Let the other guys get some reps.
He does. Yeah. And we all need to be healthy
for the big
coming
games.
Coming out of the Virginia game. That's going to be that may be even more critical than winning the game.
Yeah,
just coming out healthy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
that's why I say we want to put the game away early.
Yeah,
score 35 points in the first quarter again, and go on cruise control.
So who else kind of had a coming out game this week?
Notre Dame.
I was actually thinking of Arch Manning.
But they're not. They play Sam Houston.
So the savior of the guy who brought Arch out of his shell.
Yeah.
A guy named Sam Houston who died 150 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam Houston State.
Well, you know, the crazy connection,
Yeah.
most people don't know this, the crazy connection is Charlie Ward called Archie before the game and told him, hey, before I won the Heisman, they booed me in Doak.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I remember
man,
that also.
they were booing Jordan Travis in the Doak too.
Yeah.
So yeah, the and I also saw a stat where Eli and Peyton versus comparatively during their first 3 games with Arch. Actually, Arch had better stats than either one of them in total, but still, yeah, I think they were just such high. Yeah, they thought it was going to be just it was going to bring Texas football back to a national championship.
They still can.
Still could.
They still can because they can still win the SEC.
Yeah,
they can
that's
still
right.
win it.
So the Irish had a victory.
Yeah,
good for them.
But now you have to spell Billy with 3 L's.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
3 losses.
3. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Dab, you know, the 2 high-profile coaches.
Yes.
On the East Coast, and both in the ACC.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're with 3 losses. Yeah. Okay.
So, hey.
Yeah.
We shall see.
We shall see. Play it one week at a time, one game at a time, and so yeah, you know I think the ACC title game we are looking good to be in the mix for that.
Well, it could be a repeat of Miami.
Couldn't it be? Yeah,
Florida State.
Yeah. Who knows?
That'd be perfect.
Yeah. We want to talk about any other college games?
Not really.
You know, this weekend was really kind of lame.
Yeah.
When
a lot of the top teams,
except for Clemson got slaughtered by Syracuse, and then that Oklahoma Auburn game was probably the most exciting. I'm guessing
that was good.
Yeah.
The Indiana.
Oh man, they pasted. I mean, they just
Indiana. They beat the brakes off of Illinois.
Yeah, I know. But Indiana, it was last season when they really kind of had a coming out party, right? With their, so yeah, Indiana's for real.
Yeah,
Indiana, and football in Indiana, it's not just a basketball state.
It's not just a Hoosier basketball state.
Yeah. So that they're with the expanded playoffs this year and everything. Wow, it could be a really fun December.
Absolutely.
With a lot of playoff games, and you're not going to have to win your division,
your conference,
like that. So it'll be fun. Any Knoll soccer or volleyball news to report about?
The Lady Knolls are still doing their thing, kicking behind. The women volleyball team is still doing their thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
FAMU volleyball is doing well.
Yeah.
So yep.
And FAMU had a bye this week.
Yes.
So
that's the only reason we don't have any FAMU news.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll have it next time.
Absolutely.
And you know what? We'll have a lot of stuff next time on Tally Benchwarmers. I think we probably talked everybody's ears off, Eric. It's probably time to say goodbye. Like Carol, if you're an old person like me, and you could see me now, I'm tugging my ear like Carol Burnett used to do.
Yes.
On the Carol Burnett show back in the day. Hey, good talking to you.
Good talking with you.
We'll see everybody in a week or so.
Yep.
Let's go Knowles on Friday night against the Virginia Cavaliers.
In Charlottesville.
It's
really pretty up there.
I love Charlottesville. I used to live in the Shenandoah Valley. My oldest daughter, lives in Charlottesville. It's a great place.
I used to go visit all the time.
It's a great place. I don't know that Scott Stadium holds a candle to Doak.
No stadium does.
Nobody does, but. But we will see how big of a victory we have next week on Tally Benchwarmers. Take care.